I lost 15 pounds on my first month of Wegovy. My name is Winter. Welcome to my channel. My goal in this channel is to help others navigate troubling situations so that you guys can run while I had to walk. Now, I am not a doctor. I am just a patient that is walking through my journey, so I just wanted to put that out there. So first and foremost, I have been struggling with weight my entire life, and at one point I was 160 pounds. Then I had gone up to 290 pounds, and then this is before GLP-1s. I fought my way through and got back down to about 180 pounds. So that was all a journey. And through there, I then moved to Kansas, where I'm currently at, fell in a very bad depression, and long story short, over time gained weight up to 317 pounds again. I'm currently at 275 pounds. When I started Wegovy, I had plateaued and was unable to get lower than 290. And I had been trying to for quite some time, and I had already lost 27 pounds prior. I will say there are pros and cons to GLP-1s. For myself, I'm very fortunate to not have had side effects, and GLP-1s have been a blessing for me because the weight was causing more medical issues than anything I am experiencing on the GLP-1s at the moment. So how did I get on GLP-1s? Nowadays, it's easier than ever to get on GLP-1s. I went through Row for my first 2 months. So Row is just a website that you can go on and fill out a questionnaire. It's very straightforward, very simple. You are pre-qualified to see if you qualify for the medication. If you do, then you speak with a doctor from there and through a virtual appointment. And through that appointment, you can discuss any concerns you have. Very straightforward, very simple. For me, my appointment was very short. It was only a few minutes. And this was all done in the same day. Once I got the prescription, Row basically overnighted it. The next morning, the medication was here for me. And that is basically my journey. So Row cost $149 a month. And the medication for the first 4 months is about $149 as well, depending on your dosage. Now, for the first month, you can get the Row membership deducted to about $39, I believe, or free, and then you just pay for the medication that first month. But then every month after that, you do have to pay the $149. Now, after about 4 months, you do lose the coupon. So if you're paying cash out of pocket, the medication can skyrocket in cost very fast into the 4-figure numbers. So when you're using a subscription like Row, I highly advise that you don't pay for a 6-month, 12-month membership when you might not be able to afford the medication. So my game plan at the moment is after this second month medication supply is over, I am going to swap over to my general practitioner or, for example, Minute Clinic, which can also prescribe the medication. This is just more cost effective in terms of the membership because I could get started right away. And with my ADHD, getting started on something right away versus pushing it off was the right call for me. So I take my medication once a day. I am on 1.5 milligrams of Wegovy, oral tablet. I take it in the morning with very little water, and that maximizes the effect of the medication, and that is how it was prescribed to me. And then for 30 minutes, I don't eat or drink anything. The first couple of days, it can be a little rough on you. I know that you can get some stomach pains for sure. Now, this can also be partly due to eating less, but that is something that is very common and expected. So honestly, when it came to side effects, etc., I didn't really get any side effects of the medication itself. I think the only side effects came from as secondary factors, such as eating less, etc. So I've been a lot more sluggish this last month. Makes sense. I've been consuming a lot less calories, so my energy levels are going to be low. That's pretty straightforward. I will say that during the first week or two of the medication, my priority was to focus on more calorically nutrient-dense foods versus voluminous foods because with my stomach shrinking, that also helps me be less hungry when the effects of the medication start weaning off. Because on this medication, I've noticed that on your first month, you'll be fine, but then you have to up your dosage to get the same effects that you did on the starting dose. So what have been my results? So I had plateaued my weight loss at about 290. I was unable to get any lower than that. And at the moment, I started a month ago at 290, and now I'm nearing the end of my 1 month supply. I am down to my last day, and I am now at 275. So in the last month, I have lost 15 pounds, and I couldn't be happier. If I see it from a cost perspective, there is no better way I could have spent $150 than having gotten this medication. It has brought me the most amount of happiness, and it has been one of the best financial decisions for my health I could have done. Ultimately, I think the GLP-1s are life-changing for a lot of us that struggle with overeating, binge eating, stress eating, which those all were things I was doing. And not having to always think about food is really a blessing, and I'm very thankful for that. I understand there's a lot of misconceptions, or, well, not all of them are misconceptions, and I understand there's a lot of worries around GLP-1s, but I do believe they are worth considering and at least trying out. And at least for myself, I am very happy to have tried the medication, and I have gotten very positive results from the medication. I will continue updating you guys if anything changes, but as of now, I am very happy to have tried this medication, and we'll see where the journey goes from here. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. In another video, I will go over my entire weight loss journey, because this has been ongoing for myself for about 14 years or so. I'm now 28 years old, and I fought this battle back when I was 13 and 14, and I'm doing it again now. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below, and I will do my best to get back to any of you. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos. Bye for now.